EXP Explained. There are many different ways EXP has been explained out there, and they're all spot on. The thing is, EXP is such a complex model that it takes sometimes different ways of hearing things to maybe get it. I came to EXP because I was looking for a tech solution to help me grow my business. I knew that good old-fashioned networking and sphere of influence would only get me so far. I also knew that while I love helping others grow and leaning in and teaching, that I was not going to want to be getting my broker's license. I just didn't want the liability, responsibility, and such. You know, I have a family. They are my number one priority with this crazy thing that we call real estate. And I'm still keeping them in that number one position. When I was at my last brokerage, they treated us all like family, which was what I loved so much about being there. However, I didn't have the opportunity through them to provide for my family like EXP offers, but I digress. So I attended trainings, both in person and virtually, and bought into some, almost bought into others. The thing that got me though was their proven systems still meant purchasing technology. I bought leads, I worked leads, and I grew, but I knew there was a missing piece. So EXP has been likened to Netflix and Amazon, and that's because they are game changers, disruptors. They're innovators. You know, the best way to predict the future is to invent it. So maybe we don't have brick and mortar locations. Listen, I would rather have a company be putting that money back into my pocket than paying for the overhead for a location that won't directly determine my success. And you know what? I like working from home. If you need to go somewhere to go work, you have options. You can go to a local coffee shop, take advantage of a Regis location in your area. EXP does have an agreement where you can go and co-work for free in any of their locations, or you can support a local small business. I have a co-working facility that's near me. It is inexpensive to head over for the day. When I just need a change of scenery, I do just that. Now, if you live in an area that's a bit more remote and doesn't have the Regis location or co-working, hasn't quite made its way there yet, there are other options. What about, the library, maybe, right? So I could go on and on about where you can work if home just doesn't do it for you. But we don't need to do that right now. You can use where you choose to work, right? The center for your business. So say you go to the coffee shop, and what's going to start happening is other patrons that are there, the owner, other business people are going to start seeing you there consistently. So maybe this is another way for you to grow your professional sphere of influence, right? Or, for me, a pillar of growing my business is supporting other local businesses. So it is important for me to be a good neighbor, to create a sustainable legacy. So I try to support those small businesses as much as I can. Now, what are you looking to get out of your office? Is it team meetings, trainings? Okay, well, you can sit on your couch and do those, or in your car in between appointments. I don't like wasting time, and having to drive to an office just to attend a training or whatever it was felt like a waste of that precious time that I could be using with my family, with other professionals building that sphere of influence, attending trainings, giving back to my community or my company, right? So there's service there. So now I can do all of those things with my time. Team meetings? Okay, so you can't change the time of when they meet. However, a lot of them are recorded, so you can see the playback And the same thing with the trainings. They are in Verbella, which is where our office is located, and they're also in Workplace. Now, if you don't feel like you're connected, right? Is that part of it? You don't feel like you're connected because everything is on the computer and there isn't an office. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you interact on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever your social media of choice is? Okay, well, that's Workplace. It's a place to get social, to meet people, set up connections, set up times to meet with some of these folks that you feel drawn to in real life. Want to be around other agents? Okay, do that. So set up weekly meetings, whether it's on Zoom, real life, you meet them in the world, and there you can commiserate, brainstorm, share war stories, have that water cooler chat about how was your weekend. Now, like I said, because EXP doesn't have that overhead of the brick and model, not only does money go back into my pocket, but it goes back into the company. So I would rather see the company spend its money growing technology and purchasing things like, let's say Success Magazine. Can you say Agent Obsessed? Than putting that money into a building that we're not going to use. So now with EXP, we're all shareholders, right? So what that means is as an agent with EXP, you have multiple ways to put away money for retirement. So now I was listening to a podcast with Brian Buffini. And if you don't know who he is, search for his podcast. Whether you're in real estate or just an entrepreneur or anyone, he can be life-changing. So he had on David Bach, who's a New York Times bestseller and the founder of FinishRich.com. And so he had said that there's two primary escalators of wealth in the world. That's owning stock and owning real estate. So whether you like the stock market or not, you have the opportunity to purchase and earn stock in a few ways. First and foremost, you can use 5% of each of your commission checks to purchase stock at a 10% discount. That is a really big deal. It's an automatic hedge. In realtor speak, instant equity. You get that, right? Now, this is money that you're holding on to for the long haul, okay? So now it is your money. You can take it out anytime you want to. I'm not sure about the tax consequences. We're not going to get into that. Talk to your financial planner or accountant, but it's for your future. I haven't one day missed a penny of that money out of my commission checks. But when I log in to my dashboard and I see the amount of stock that I have purchased, it really gets me excited. Now, there's also opportunities to earn shares of stock a few different times. When you close your first transaction with EXP, you earn shares. When you fully cap, and we'll get into that, you earn shares. And when an agent that you sponsor closes their first transaction, you earn shares. Now you need to be with the company for 3 years for those shares to fully vest. Not any different than those of you who have come from the corporate world and had your 401ks vest, right? No, I've had to wait. Now, EXP is transparent. Every agent is on the same plan. There isn't any favoritism here. It doesn't change office by office, franchise owner by franchise owner, since we don't have franchises, city by city. You're going to start with an 80-20 commission split with a $16,000 cap. After you pay EXP that $16,000, you then go to 100% for the remainder of your anniversary year. After you hit your cap, you only pay $250 per transaction up until $5,000. Then it's reduced to $75. So you're truly rewarded for production. There aren't any desk fees, royalty fees, or franchise fees. It's not a franchise. Now there is a $149 startup fee. I don't know many other businesses that you can actually start for $149. There's an $85 a month. They call it the cloud brokerage fee. It gives you all of the technology that you're going to use. KV Core is the CRM. Sky Slope is where we DigiSign, and a website and access to Workplace. Per transaction, there is a $25 broker review fee. Yay, compliance! And a $40 risk management fee. But that caps at $500, so think about it as paying your E&O insurance. Now, we can get more into the math of the $16,000 cap, but at a high level, depending on the commission of each of your deals, your portion in your pocket would be roughly $70,000 to $80,000 in order to hit that cap. Now hold on to your seat, because this is the game changer. You're saying, Linda, I'm at 100% brokerage. I'm good, thanks. But no thanks. Okay, with EXP, we have the opportunity to earn over 100%. Yes, over 100%. So say that production feels overwhelming to you, right? It's a high number. Okay, I get it. The median income from realtors in the US is typically around $40,000. But you aren't average, right? Or else you wouldn't be doing the research to find a better option. You wouldn't be settling for the status quo. Okay, so remember I said with each transaction, you can opt in to use 5% of your commission to buy stock. Hello, saving for a rainy day. There is also a little thing called REV Share. Now, please know, when I first heard about this, I wasn't bought in. I just didn't get it. It wasn't resonating with me. So I put it on the shelf and I left it to the side. And that's okay. I joined EXP because of the tech solutions. If you want to join EXP and just be a badass realtor, go for it. If you want to build a team, go for it. We have major brokerages moving their entire business to EXP because the business model is so compelling. But then I started to get REV Share. It clicked, it resonated, and I'm going to tell you why. Clearly, you can see that I think this company is the bee's knees. And I've never been one to keep anything that I believe will help others to myself. So I want to tell the world of realtors. Yes, the world of realtors. Did I mention that this company isn't only in the US, but we're international? We're in the UK, Australia, India, South America, Mexico, and there are more countries to come, I'm sure. And I'm going to get into the nationwide thing a little bit more in a minute. So you are telling me, because I love this company, what it provides me as an agent, the tools, the technologies. If I tell an agent about it and they love it, I get rewarded? What the what? Well, yeah, you do. It's not just building the business. Here's a gift card, I'll take you out to lunch. That's what old brokerages, would do. It is you're invested in the future of this company, so we are invested in you. So now there's this whole crazy complicated chart. But basically, the more you share your joy of the company with others, the more it helps your family. And the kicker for me is this. You want nothing more than to have agents that you bring in to be productive and to be rock stars. Because the better they do, the better you do. There are lots of other videos there getting into the nitty-gritty of it. And if you want me to share more about it with you, I will. Just reach out. However, you get poured into by not only your sponsor, but their sponsor, and so on and so forth. But that isn't all. You also get poured into by those that don't sponsor you. Because again, there is that shareholder thing. The more homes you sell, the more my stock increases. I want you to be a rock star. and exceed every goal that you set for yourself. Get it? So what does this mean? You can have an exit strategy. You can scale your business back. I don't know about you. I love selling real estate, but I do love my family more. And selling real estate, it's not rocket science, but it is heart science. That can be exhausting, emotional, and time consuming. So remember how I said more than 100%. Well, if you attract a few agents, boom, there you are. Just one capping agent, so someone that's going to produce, will pay all of your fees that you pay into EXP each year. So the technology and so on and so forth. And another kicker of this, now listen, not one penny of that money comes out of the agent's pockets. Nothing is marked up. You don't have to charge crazy fees. So remember that $16,000 that you pay EXP each year? That money goes back into the agents and the growth of the company. So if you have a company that is so obsessed with agents, why wouldn't the absolute best of the best realtors do the best of the best for their buyers and sellers? So this is one brokerage, not a franchise. So if I want to get licensed in more than one state, so I'm in Florida, say I want to go to New York and sell up there as well, I can do that. One brokerage, one cap. Now I can build my businesses in both cities, both states, build my REV Share group anywhere across the country. You do not have to be geographically near each other to build that group. And I had mentioned growing internationally. There's that too. Do you know someone in Australia, the UK, India? Start sharing the information with them. So just think about that for a minute. So this also means that if you have buyers or sellers across the country, you can easily find them an amazing agent and take care of them and earn a referral fee. Look at that, an additional stream of income, and it helps towards your cap. Did I mention that there's a healthcare plan? Because this is a brokerage and not a franchise, that is an option that's available to you as well. So when you evaluate all of the cost savings that you're going to have with the tools and the technologies that are provided to you, it really makes sense. So what I want to share with you is that if you have any more questions, if you want to reach out, if you'd like to learn more about an EXP Explained, I will have a Calendly link below the video. You can click on the link, set up a time for you and I. We can hop on a Zoom, have a call. You're welcome to text me if you'd like to. If you want to ask more questions, I'm open. I want to help. Most importantly, I want to have fun with this. Now, with real estate, remember, you are an entrepreneur. You are a business owner. So again, you reap what you sow. So understand, EXP isn't a magic potion that's going to just change your life if you just sit there. You need to lean in. You and only you need to take advantage of the resources that are provided, okay? So you need to get connected. You need to reach out to people. You need to get a little bit outside of your comfort zone occasionally. It's your responsibility. So because it's your responsibility, why not surround yourself with the right tools to get that done? I hope to hear from you. I wish you joyous days and much success. I'll talk to you very soon. Thanks.